18-month-old baby boy was not in the house. They had a lot of friends over. They panicked. They ran outside, and their worst fears came upon them. Laying in the retention pond is their 18-month-old baby, drowned. Ice cold, body totally lifeless. The mother is a nurse. No pulse, no blood pressure. Little face, ashen white, lips, mouth, face, the horrible blue purple color. No telling how long the child has been in there. They estimate between 5 and 15 minutes. They don't know how long the baby was dead. Don't know. She panics, as any mother would, and she just screamed and ran to the house, called her mother, and said, "Corbin is dead. Pray. Corbin is dead. Pray." And hangs up. Her mother and her father have been watching the outpouring nearly every single night since the beginning. He told me he's been videotaping them, and he shares the videotapes with neighbors and friends and family. The mother is the grandmother now of Corbin is at a ball field watching one of the other grandchildren playing in a ball game in another state. Just steps over to the sidelines and begins praying in the Holy Ghost. And she calls her son-in-law on the cell phone. Now back to the pond. While all of that is going on, back at the pond, a friend who's there with them starts doing CPR on Corbin for 10 minutes. CPR. So the child's been dead in the water 5 to 15 minutes. Now, 10 more minutes of CPR, no results, no pulse, no heartbeat, no life in the child. So now it could be as much as 20, 25 minutes. Are you following the story? The father is just standing there. He's stunned. The mother's hysterical. She's calling her mother, pray, Corbin's dead. She calls a friend. She says, "Corbin's dead. You must pray." And she says, "You're not going to believe what just happened." She said, 5 minutes ago, my husband and I were sitting in the house watching television. We turned off the TV. God said to get on our knees right now and start praying resurrection life. And we have been reading a resurrection story in the Bible, and we've been praying for the last 5 minutes for resurrection and praise for resurrection life in Corbin. So the mother hangs up, runs back outside, finds Corbin's dad, her husband, on the phone with the mother-in-law, the grandmother that's been watching the outpouring, and she's praying for her son-in-law to have faith, and she's releasing life, and she says, "I've heard many of these dead-raising things they say to say life, to say life." So he hangs up the cell phone, and he begins saying to Corbin, he says, "Life! Life! Life!" And he says, "Corbin, open your eyes!" And Corbin coughs, opens his eyes, he's totally dead. But she's a nurse, so she watches Corbin through the night. He has a little bit of respiratory stuff, a little fever, but she watches him. He wakes up, he's totally healed. He's running around the house, everything's normal, no problems, talking, interacting, playing, just like he always does. But all of a sudden they notice something about Corbin's legs. You see, Corbin was born totally bow-legged, totally bowed legs. Was going to require surgery